Hi everyone. I'm creating this video to show you how to complete the projects for your class assignments for this week. In addition to the sim book and the sim path that you were introduced to last week, you're now going to also have a guided project and an independent project. So I'm going to walk you through how to complete those. So I'm going to click on the guided project. The first thing you're going to do when you access the project is you're going to download the start file. The start file is going to be the Word document that you're going to use to complete all the instructions and complete the entire project. So I'm going to download the start file and I'll open that in a second. The second file that you see, this link here, is called Solution. What that does is that gives you a PDF visual of what the project should look like at the end. So you can click that link and it will download a PDF. And if you click that, it'll open it. And this is what your final project should look like. So it's just meant to give you a big picture of what your final document should look like. Then if you scroll down, this is where you're going to find the instructions for the project. So you start with step 1 and you go through all of the instructions step by step, and you create the project using the start file that they provided. So I'm going to start up here with step 1. So we downloaded the start file and now I'm going to open it. Click Enable Editing, which will allow me to start making changes to it. So what I typically do is I usually do a split screen so that I don't have to click back and forth between the instructions and the Word document. So I'm going to put my Word document over here on my right side of the screen, and then I'm going to put my instructions over here on the left side of my screen. Okay, so again, start here at the top. So step 1, I've already opened my file. Step 2 is to rename the file. You don't have to do that. You can skip over step 2. So I'm going to start with step 3. So the first instruction is to press Control A, which is going to select all the text in my document. And then I'm going to go to the paragraph launcher here, open the paragraph dialog box, and it says to change the line spacing to multiple. So I'm going to do that. Type in 1.2 and then change the after paragraph spacing to 12 point. And then click OK. The next step is to delete the blank lines, and it tells me to go to the paragraph group and use the show hide so I can see where the extra paragraphs are, and then delete the extra blank lines between each paragraph. So I'm going to go through and delete those. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to pretend like I've gone through all the steps. So you should continue going through each step in the instructions until you get all the way down to the end, where it's going to tell you to save your document, save and close document, and then upload and save your project file and submit for grading. So I'm going to pretend like I've already completed all of the instructions, and I'm going to go to submit my document. So I'm going to close my Word file, click Save. So the second step is to upload my assignment. So once you've completed all the instructions for your project, you're going to click Upload My File, and you're going to find your document, which should be this one. click open, and if I'm ready for it to be graded, I can say yes, submit the file. If I just want to save the file but I'm not ready for it to be graded, I can say no, I'm not ready. But in this case, I'm going to say yes, submit the file. This is going to submit it to SimNet for it to grade it, and it's going to give me a report. So I only completed a couple of instructions, so I got a 10%, 3 correct items out of 29. So I did this on purpose so you could see what it would look like if you were given feedback. So what you're going to see is a list of anything that was either partially incorrect or fully incorrect, and it's going to tell you how to fix that. So for example, right here it tells me number 5, which is going to be step 5 in the instructions. I can click on that and open it, and it tells me that the paragraph starting with SPCCD does not have Cambria font, which was one of the instructions. So now I can go back and make these changes, go step by step, find what the feedback is, and make those changes, those corrections. And then I can go back and resubmit my file again. So to do that, you're just going to go back to the assignment, go through your instructions, make any corrections, upload the file again, and submit it for grading. You have 3 attempts to do this. So that gives you 3 opportunities to improve your grade on each project. Both the independent and the guided project work exactly the same. The instructions are just different. If you ever need to get back to the feedback from a graded attempt, you can click on previous attempts here, and you'll see your attempts here. So you can see that I did a first attempt last week, and then the attempt that I just did, that I got 10%. You can click on them. So this is what it looks like once you get to 100%. Oops, sorry, click on the attempt. And so whenever you get to 100%, you won't see any feedback or corrections listed there. If you have any questions or have trouble getting through the instructions, or there's something that you don't understand, reach out to me and we can schedule a time to meet via web conference and look at it together, walk you through. If you're getting feedback that you don't understand, that you're not sure how to correct it, also reach out to me and ask questions. Okay? Hope you have a good week.